Welcome to episode 15 of the Bernie and Marley podcast. Today we have Steve Phillips as a guest. He's going to give us some inspirational words to overcome the fears of sales. And like with every guest I have in an episode, I like to start with an inspirational quote. Will Smith said, "Don't ever let someone tell you that you can't do something. Not even me. You got a dream, you got to protect it. When people can't do something themselves, they're gonna tell you that you can't do it. You want something? Go get it. Period." Now let's give it up for the one and only Steve Phillips.
You know, back when I first started, I used to see people doing presentations and I used to be like, oh my God, this guy's a great sales guy. This guy's awesome. Look at him. He's so sharp. He knows exactly what to say. He knows exactly what to do. But that's a lie. Nobody's that good. You know, all these guys that were doing those great presentations, that were doing awesome work, you know what? After those meetings, I used to go up to him and ask him, hey, like, you know, what did you do to prepare or this? He's like, you know what? I spent probably 4 days in front of a mirror presenting to myself, to my kids, to my family until I nailed this down. So nobody has that gift. Everybody has to work at it, either mentally or either just prepare or practice and you'll be there. But nothing comes out of nowhere. And nowadays everybody thinks it's so simple. Oh, it's just you go there, you show up. No, it's not. You got to be prepared. You got to know your stuff. You got to know when people are going to tell you no. You got to think like a customer. They're going to tell you no. They're going to say no because of the pricing, because of this, no because it looks like that, no because I don't have room, no because I don't know you. You got to have an answer for everything before you walk in there. You can't just go in there and shoot off your hip. You can't do that. You got to be prepared. And that's what separates the good salesman from the bad salesman. For some reason, when I'm at work, my mind, I could go up to anybody in the store. I could go up to anybody in any location. I could talk to them. I have a zero fear, and my mind is it's kind of programmed like that now.
But how did you lose that fear, though?
I just push myself.
There's people, I'm gonna tell you what I felt when I walked into these stores. I'm like, I'm nervous. This guy is most likely gonna tell me no. Why am I even wasting my time?
You know what, Bernie? I came from a really, really poor background. So, and I'm not saying you have to come from a poor background to be successful in sales. I just say that's what motivates me, and not just that. Like, I have certain feelings that I feel inside. Like, I remember the day I was hungry. I remember the time it was sad because I was broke. I remember the times I didn't have enough for a car. I remember the times I was walking in the rain to work. I remember all those times. And for me, I save those feelings. And I use those feelings, instead of hurt me, I use them to motivate me. Because every time I feel like I can't do something, I bring those memories back and I bring that feeling back. Some way, somehow, I bring that feeling back, and it motivates me to put me through whatever. Hey, you know what? Say speeches in front of 100 people. Done it. It's fine. You know, do presentations. Go talk in front of a room full of women that I have never met in my life, and I feel like I'm the most awkward person in there. You know what? I've done it. You have to go in there and you have to just overcome those fears. And everybody has it in them. It's just, you know, you got to be trained. You got to lose the fear, and you got to have those goals. You got to have the goals. Once you get a taste of that money, I guarantee you'll overcome any of those fears. So at the end of the day, money's king. Anybody can tell you trips will motivate you, you know, headphones. Money is king. You put money, it's somebody's mortgage. Money, it's a dinner with the girlfriend, wife, boyfriend, whatever. Just money is king. You gotta offer money, and you have to. And that's what just pushes everybody to go through sales, because just being honest and truthful, it's a mental beating. It's a mental beating, and it's the only way you're gonna get better is if you just do it constantly, and you get rejected and you get kicked around, and that's the way you kind of mold yourself to just overcome these no's and, you know, and succeed in this rough, tough business.
That's the thing. I would hit my quotas at the end of the month, and then I'll get burned out, and then it starts all over again. I'm like, damn, when's this gonna end?
That at the end of the day, everybody's human. Not everybody, because I kind of consider myself like my mind never stops. Me personally, I never stop. My mind's always going. I'm always thinking of how to make the extra dollar. Honest to God, I probably work like I'm homeless because the hunger I have in me, I even surprise myself sometimes. At first, what I used to do back in the days, I used to probably put $5 in my pocket the whole week, and I said, this is what you have. Do not use your ATM. And not because I was being cheap. It was to just kind of bring me back to, hey, remember the rough days. You go fight. Every single dollar counts. You get aggressive. You don't get complacent. You stay hungry. You stay motivated. I was trying to find any certain single way just to help me just stay on and make more money. I remember one time when I was working for a beverage company, they gave an incentive, and this is God honest truth. They gave an incentive of $20 for every rack you place. At the time I had probably was like 2,000 accounts. That night I did not finish till 1:30 in the morning. And everybody goes, why did you do that? You know why? Because I made $2,000 that night. And legally. And I was working, and I didn't see like $2,000 like, oh, it's $2,000. I saw it like, hey, this is gonna take care of my mortgage, and it's gonna take care of my car payment. So I'm like, hey, God honest truth, out there hard work pays off. And just the people that are in sales that don't capitalize, that leave those dollars behind on the table, yeah, I don't know what you're doing. You're in the wrong business. You take every single thing you can. And sometimes I even scratch my head of the money people put out there. I'm like, wow, you can make this much, but just stay at it.
What do you have to say to the audience about sales? To the guy selling cell phones, to the guy selling shoes. That's the losing motivation. They don't know where to go.
Hey man, just stay on the grind. You're talking to a guy that used to pass out flyers when he was 9-10 years old. You're talking to a guy that worked in a market when he was 13, 14, all the way to 18 years old, and got out of the market, didn't want to go to school. All he knew was, I just want to work. I want to work in sales. I want to do something. I want to make some money. That's all my mentality had going in. Hey, school's not for everybody. Don't get me wrong. It's for a lot of people, and I even tell my wife, my kids better go to school, but it's not for everybody. But like I say, just stay hungry. Stay hungry out there. Keep doing your thing, and don't ever stop believing, because hey, you could be that person that makes it big. You never know, but just stay on the grind. It's all about that grind and make that money. That's all I got to say.